Hello, guys, and welcome. A bit of a transfer update. I'll try and make it quick. And that is that Brighton have rejected a £70 million opening bid from Chelsea for Moises Caicedo. Obviously, we've all been hearing it for a while now that Moises Caicedo has been pretty much top of Chelsea's list. They've obviously been trying to get rid of a lot of players as well in order to obviously help make room in the squad, because obviously last season, as we saw, Chelsea had a very big squad, and obviously it didn't work for them. So they have obviously shaved the squad. People like Koulibaly have left, came to Chelsea, didn't do very well. Edouard Mendy obviously lost first choice under Frank Lampard. Lukaku looks set to be leaving. Kante's left, and Havertz as well. So I'm sure there will be a lot more. But their opening bid for Moises Caicedo has been rejected out of hand. They obviously won more than 70 million, which obviously not Chelsea, but Arsenal in January also had a £70 million bid rejected for Moises Caicedo. And now the same thing is happening for Chelsea. From what I've read, Brighton could walk close to 90 million for Moises Caicedo. They value him obviously very highly. He is their player, so they can, put a price tag on him for as much as they want. But it's a bit of a crazy one now. Many people thought, around about 70 million mark. People thought that should be enough. Brighton will probably take £70 million. They're not. There could be a lot more to this than maybe what Chelsea thought. I think Chelsea thought, all right, we offer 70 million, they'll probably take it. That's not been the case, and I don't think that will be the case. Obviously, Chelsea will push for Moses Caicedo. He is first choice. Transfer target for them now is obviously Moses Caicedo. Obviously, with Liverpool looking at midfield as well, there's potential. Liverpool could potentially join the race once Fabinho leaves, and it looks, it's about 50-50 with John Henderson at the moment, seeing as no bidders coming from El Ettifaq. But yeah, it's a big one, and it's a big one for Chelsea as well, seeing as they've got to now think, okay, how much obviously are we willing to spend? Obviously, they spent crazy money on Enzo Fernandez, 106.8 million. He came into the Premier League. I think he had a couple of good games. He struggled a little bit, so I think it's good. I think Chelsea need a midfielder like that who can help someone like Enzo Fernandez take some of the workload off him. We've all seen Moises Caicedo play for Brighton. If you do watch the Premier League, his work rate is absolutely immense. So yeah, I think it's going to be a bit longer than maybe what Chelsea fans were thinking. Chelsea fans were probably thinking, all right, we'll offer £70 million and we'll probably get him, because Brighton won't turn down obviously £70 million. Well, they have, and obviously, like I said, he is their player, so they can ask for as much as they want. But will it get to a point where Chelsea will just turn around and say, we're not willing to pay that much? We don't feel like he's worth that much, and maybe move on to other targets. Brighton have obviously got to go look at that as well. Brighton obviously are willing to sell Caicedo, because Caicedo actually wanted to leave for Arsenal in January, but Brighton refused, especially at the time of the season they said no. So, things could have been very different. If for Caicedo, he could have already moved, he could have already been an Arsenal player by now, but obviously now it's Chelsea that are coming in for him. Obviously, there won't be no Champions League football for him. Obviously, because Chelsea didn't qualify for any European competition. He's obviously going to take that into consideration now. But this is obviously one of the big stories, especially I think it'll probably be one of the biggest in the transfer window, let alone just this week. Obviously, I've got a couple of more updates coming up. One's a transfer, some are just some other random bits, and I will do those videos immediately after this one. But yeah, obviously now it's what do Chelsea do now? What's the next offer going to be? Are they going to come back maybe with a 75 or an 80 million pound bid? Chelsea will be desperate to sign Caicedo in case other teams do join the race. Especially with rumours that Liverpool could potentially join the race if Chelsea can't get it over the line, which they tried today. They didn't get it over the line, seeing as Brighton clearly want more than £70 million, and again, like I said, he is their player, so it is up to Brighton how much they're willing to take for him. But they have got to be careful as well, because if Caicedo, I'm not saying he won't be unprofessional and things like that, but if I think if he doesn't leave this summer, I do think he will be unhappy, seeing as, he wanted to go in January, they didn't let him. So yeah, it's a bit of a one to keep an eye on for sure over the next couple of days, couple of weeks maybe, depending on how long it can drag out. But yeah, £70 million. I'm surprised they didn't take the 70 million. To be fair, I honestly thought £70 million was a fair offer. I think it's round about in the ballpark of where I'd maybe price him at. But yeah, obviously now, like I said, one of the main things for Chelsea is just making sure that nobody else now joins the race and can compete with them on the money. Obviously, Manchester City, Manchester United won't be in that ballpark. Obviously, Manchester United have always had a long interest in Caicedo, but we simply can't afford it, especially with one of the videos. The video I will be doing next, obviously now signing on Joe Nana. Well, looking more likely. Obviously, he's just going to have a medical now, but yeah, obviously it's going to be. I will obviously keep you up to date on what's happening with Moises Caicedo. If any other teams do join the race, I will obviously inform you and let you know. But yeah, obviously, please do let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think 70 million was a good price, or do you think Brighton are just trying to squeeze as much cash out of Chelsea as they can? Let me know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and please subscribe for more videos like this. Anyway, guys, I'll see you soon.